Companies that ignore the importance of diversity and inclusion do so at their peril. Their ability to thrive or even just survive in the kind of market conditions that we now find ourselves in is severely limited. So it's a high-risk strategy to ignore diversity and inclusion. There are some really solid commercial drivers to an organisation investing in a diversity and inclusion strategy and then making sure that they are mapping towards those strategic imperatives. And what we know from both empirical data here and overseas and also anecdotal experience are that when we're operating in the sort of volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous world that we currently find ourselves in, our ability to innovate, to solve complex problems, to open up new target markets for customers and develop new products, new services, engage with diverse talent is all going to be dependent on how well we can set up our own organisations with diverse talent internally and with an inclusive culture that will enable us to leverage the value that diversity brings. We also know that having people who think differently from each other and having an inclusive culture that enables us to actually listen to those different ideas and solve complex problems will enhance our ability to mitigate risks. Another really important platform for any company operating in the environment in which we find ourselves. So the commercial case is really clear for having a robust diversity and inclusion strategy and making sure that we have leaders within our organisation that have inclusive leadership capability and that we have teams that understand how they need to operate inclusively, because it won't happen naturally. And in fact, our very kind of tribal nature or affinity bias or similarity bias, as it's sometimes referred to, will get in the way of us being able to naturally appreciate the value that difference brings us. So we need to overcome that instinct if we're going to be able to leverage the benefit of having a diverse population of people to contribute to the way that we go about our business. And that's where inclusion and inclusive leadership capability come into play if we want to then be able to reap the rewards that the evidence suggests are there for us if we get it right.
Change the course of your career today. Registration is now open.